Hey, Bohemian Stars and Oceanite readings, and today we're going to get into another one. We're going to go ahead and channel some messages here and see what messages your deities have for you. This could be your spirit beings, your goddesses, your Loa, your Orisha, etc. We're going to go ahead and see what messages they have for you on different areas of your life. So we'll do spiritual, love, and kind of real world concerns. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab some crystals here. Let's see which ones we should get. Let's grab Tiger's Eye, let's grab Sodalite, and let's grab Rose Quartz. So go ahead and pick one of these here. Little crystal hearts, Tiger's Eye, Sodalite, Rose Quartz, and I will see you on your timestamp. All right, for those of you who chose Tiger's Eye, let's go ahead and get into your reading here and get into your messages. So let's go ahead and start off with your spiritual messages from your deity. Of course, we're always connecting in a good way with all honesty, accuracy, and clarity here. I'm going to do a potluck mix of cards. We'll do some index cards, some tarot, some oracle mix, and then I might go in with one of my decks here. All right, we have the Six of Swords. So your deity wants you to know that you are going to carry into safe waters from these kind of white waters that you've been in. Of course, white waters, you are familiar with the term probably from like whitewater rapids, when the water is stirred up, when it's a little bit more dangerous, when it's foaming, when the waves are cresting, and you know, it's not calm water for sure when you see all of those bubbles and foam stirred up. But here we have this dolphin going into the calmer waters here out at sea, and there is actually some sacred geometry there, calming things down, okay, and the tree of life kind of energy there. So this is definitely signifying that you're going to go into smoother situations. Here the direction also, this could show that you're going to have things that were problems in the past become smoothed out for you now. You might circle back around and deal with a particular concern or issue or something like that from the past, but it's not going to end up in a negative way. So if you've had something from the past pop up that has been stressful for you, so spiritually you've been, you know, feeling high strung or burnt out or just in overdrive trying to manifest really good positive mindset, good connections and support systems that we would see here with this Aquarius card of the Six of Swords, this would say that you will find your pod, you will find your spiritual connections that you need, your soul family, your soul friends, things of that nature, to have safe passage out of this situation and help, you know, put this at ease once and for all for some things that you have been going through. We have forest here with the breath. So we definitely have a lot of air energy trying to calm down. We are, as I'm filming this, going to be leaving Mars in Gemini air, which it's been in for a long time, into Mars in Cancer. So literally today. So that energy will be smoothing out. There could be where you'll be getting a breath of fresh air from air signs entering your life and those leaving your life out with kind of the harsher aspects of social connections, mental, you know, problem solving, paperwork, legalities, things that are dealt with in the air realm, and into the more restful, fun, relaxing side, and mostly the relaxing side first, a recuperation time of your kind of mental faculties, your air energies here. Yeah, because we have the Five of Pentacles. So you definitely are going to be getting some kind of help or aid that you've been needing here. We have Taurus energy. Actually, it's also Taurus moon. This is a card of Taurus moon as I'm filming this. And we've had moon conjunct the North Node and conjunct Uranus at this time. So there's the energies of shakeups that have hit you, things that have kind of been a bit radical, a bit dramatic to experience here. And this says that you will get into safe again, safe passage with your mind, body, soul connections, okay? I think for this group, a lot of you have been really leaning into your spiritual gifts and your spiritual mindset to help you transition out of things that have been very difficult to deal with when it comes to finances and health and, you know, safety and security and things of that nature. Could also be that you were trying to help get yourself more stable, even so that you could help others be stable. Like you wanted to do it because you're also thinking about your friend or the people you like to give back to, even before you were fully stable and secure yourself. So we have a lot of loving energy there. We have solitude as well. So there's a lot of solitude. We have a lucky black cat here that your deity is recommending for you. Don't be afraid to sit and listen to the birds who just woke up and are chirping away outside. This is about allowing yourself to be in that vast stillness, that emptiness, that big empty vortex of newness without feeling kind of freaked out when we're used to having to bundle down and be kind of squashed by life, and then we suddenly have the room to breathe. We could feel a little bit unnerved by that. And this is saying, let yourself resonate with that space. Let yourself expand. Allow yourself to really like jive and find harmony with things being at peace and trusting yourself in that space. Listen to your own voice, discern your longings, rekindle your fire of self, okay? So that's what we have here for spiritual messages. Let's see if there are any messages here in the physical, or from the index card. I said physical because I saw the word tactile. So you have the word tactile and the word speech, which really goes with what we were seeing here. So you guys might even want to take a vow of silence because speech is reversed, and experience your sensory world a bit more. And that would really make sense if we felt these kind of squares from like Aquarius and Taurus energy. We had felt like this Mars, Uranus energy versus kind of like Venusian energy here. So basically you grounding yourself, finding a way to really earth yourself, center yourself, and pay attention to your physical senses, your physical, you know, tactile is a very Taurus thing. It's like, you know, let me feel this crystal in my hand. Let me be present in the moment. Let me channel my spiritual gifts, excuse me, more through my physical experience is something to focus on now. And there could even be here where we're taking some vows of silence, where just deciding that we're not going to talk as much, you know, for the day, or during our meditation time, we're truly going to turn off our phones. We're not going to answer people hollering at us from the next room. Something here we talked about, Taurus and Gemini, those are both signs that connect with the voice. Even Aquarius is communication. So here it could be saying, you know, I'm going to withhold from that as I heal. Maybe some of you, your physical therapy could be something that you're going through, and so that is a big part of your spiritual balance coming into play. Maybe there was things with your speech therapy too, like your vocal cords or something of that nature. But whatever we have here, it shows that your spiritual self gets amplified drastically by taking time away to have some silence, to have some breath exercises, to have physical health restored, okay? So let's go ahead to love. What does your deity have to say about love situations and energies? Chocolate, nourish your body and soul. Well, first up, we have chocolate, which is a very lovers kind of thing, right? Lovers holidays and anniversaries. There's a sensuality, a romantic energy, a nurturing energy with chocolate. But they're saying first, nourish your body and soul. We said what we said. So don't be pushing yourself out in love situations if you're not able to take the time for meditation that you need. This is a 13 in this deck, which harkens it to the death card. So make sure your mind, body, soul transformations are, you know, a go before you push yourself into love situations. It's very important here. But this also shows that you can have a very mysterious person showing up romantically. We do have a card of Venus, number 6 here, the dugong here, trust, grace, mystery, and humor. So you could have a Scorpio coming in. There's a very Scorpionic energy here. There is also Gemini energy that is here. Okay, we could have water signs too. There could be strong water placements, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming in for love, okay? let's see. Trust. Yeah. Because they're saying they want you to be with somebody who is mysterious but not two-faced. Somebody who is knowledgeable but not taking themselves too seriously and like high and mighty with their wisdom and insight. Somebody who can be open. They can really tell you who they are. If they want to message you, they message you. If they want to communicate, they communicate. If they have a sign or synchronicity, they just tell you. It's the kind of person that your spirit crew is trying to draw you towards. And I think this is because they want you to chill out on all your spiritual energy. They don't want you like freaking out all the time about, oh no, like, do I know every last detail of their soul? You know, what are they doing right now? What are they thinking? Where do they come from? What's their energy? What's their soul history? So this person looks like the kind of person that they'll tell you, I had a dream about you. I think we have a past life contact. They'll be very aware. Very, very aware. There's somebody who will ooze a lot of affection or interest. If they feel it, then you will know, because they will let you know, I'm interested in you, I think we have a good connection, or I'd like to hang out with you, I want to celebrate this holiday with you. They will share their humor, they will share compliments, they will share, okay? It says you'll find what you seek, but it's reversed. So this person could find you. This person could find you. And they could be in alignment with your spiritual path for sure, because they're a very flowy spiritual path kind of person. We have their ancestors dropping in. So you might not have to worry so much about trying to get all the signs and synchronicities, because they're already getting signs and synchronicities as well. So it's not that you just deactivate and like sit on the couch and be like, well, where is this person at? But it's more like you don't have to stress, because you're not doing all of the work, like rowing upstream, the only one that in the connection who's like connected to your spiritual consciousness. You know what I mean? Like this person, they get it as well. Yes. Let's see, Six of Pentacles reverse, and that looks like an abacus, but it's also like a wrestling ring here. And then we have the Three of Cups reverse. So this energy, this could be also definitely one of those situations where when you guys stop waiting for someone else, your deity is saying that, like, when you stop trying to seek what is not for you, your flow will take you right into this person. Because it's here like getting rid of third parties that are not a real harvest. You're adding it up and it doesn't compute. They weren't a good connection. They weren't the right spiritual vibe. They weren't the right, could be cultural vibe here. They weren't the right, almost like business partner and stuff as well. Like they weren't the right person to build your life with. I know I felt cancer energy. I was waiting for a Cancer card to jump out. So yeah, I feel like you guys are going to find the right person to nest with. The person who kind of gets your personality as well. Some of you have some rough edges. So they will understand and honor your smoother, wise sides. They'll get it. You know, like I said, they can take with humor your mysteries and see your gracefulness. But they'll also see kind of your rough recruiter sides, the blunt truth of you. And it will match well with this person that is coming in. Okay, some of you are just starting to touch like consciousness with this person or something. Okay, Five of Swords reverse. Yeah, so your deities are saying this is the truth. Okay, this is the truth. They're giving you a lot of nurturing with this, because some of you have been stuck or waiting for a long time on a situation where it's not working. You have 777 in your reading as well, so this person could be very abundant, very lucky. Oh my gosh, your deity said I said 7. Some of you, your deity is connected to the number 7. We have water deities here being very strong. It just like gave me the hiccups, but this is the star suit. There's 5 suits in this deck, and this is the suit from Spirit, and then they threw out the 7 again. So we have 77. Wow. All right, let's see what they have from here. It's like winning the lottery plus with this person. 1 in a million. This person's love is going to be 1 in a million. Goes on and on and on. They give you a really good feeling all the day long. We have another 7 right here. 47. Brace to the flow. So this person could have really long hair, or maybe they'll try to style their hair as you like it, because maybe you're like, oh my gosh, when you had them braids in though. When you had your hair long and it started to, your curls started to come out, whatever it is. So They could really like your hair as well. Oh, they're giving us some details. Okay, deity. Okay, deity. They said mouth. They got a nice mouth. They could have a little pout to them. This person is stylish. This person is cool. Yeah, they come out very cool. They can have some earth placements, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and they can have some mercurial energy in their chart, so Virgo or Gemini as well. But they're known to be very cool. And then we have Cancer again, yeah. Okay, yeah, for some of you, this is like a fantasy person. We do have double fire. Now, I saw fire reversed when I was shuffling through the cards, so I think mostly it's not going to be a fire sign for most people, except for a few people, it'll be a double fire sign specifically, okay? They're going to be double fire sign, okay? They're going to be sun and moon fire sign. There might be 1 or 2 people where there'll be a fire sign with a Scorpio moon, okay? But other than that, I just don't see like casual fire signs all over the place for this group. Anything else? I was like asking your deity, is there anything else you want to say about their love life right now? And they hit me with the I'm gonna head out. They're like, we out. We done with the love portion right now. Let's get to the real world stuff. That's hilarious. Your spirit crew is hilarious. Your deity is hilarious. I'm gonna head out now on this. Okay. That's funny, but you guys could already be having, I would say with your fantasies of this person, you could be telling yourself information about them. So sometimes when you're daydreaming, right? Pisces rules daydreaming. Pisces also rules psychic energy, right? A lot of times people don't realize when they're kind of floating into their daydreams and they're just letting them flow, that they're actually channeling or giving themselves insights, synchronicities, and heads up, okay? So consider that. Now, your physical real world stuff, finances, life, work, school, all of that. Let's see what your deity says. Cosmic connection. They keep saying the healthy root of everything for you is getting your spiritual self in order, okay? Use your intuition. All things are connected. So be more aware of your surroundings. Don't get lazy. Work while you wait. They're so cute. They're like, don't get lazy now. All right, you can work well even when you're at a pause. This is a lily. You had a lily before too. In your spiritual messages, the cat card, where'd it go? Where'd you go? Was a lily. Well, it was up here somewhere. All right, another one from this deck. We have the glory pea flower with the knobbed hornbill. Protect your belongings and loved ones. Be willing to sacrifice for the greater good. There is a way out of every tough situation, and that's the first thing that they said. Spiritually, you're going to get it together. You're going to be in your flow, and it's going to help your physical resources. It's going to help your health. It's going to help your interactions and relationships be better. So they're saying, again, you will overcome this. You will get your glory. You will get your success. You will have your 6 of Wands moment. Now, I do see a message here where they're saying don't let your emotions lead you, because your emotions are not telling you the truth with your 6th sense. Point blank. And some of you is because you're it's the knobbed hornbill, y'all. What can we say? You already know what it is. Some of you just trying to get laid up, okay? You're over here, your libido's out of control. Okay, you're feeling spicy, feeling sheshy, okay? And it's getting in the way of your common sense and your third eye, okay? So here it's like you have to figure something, like in practical messages, your deity's like, you have to figure out something to do with your sensuality that's not getting you in trouble, that's not making you over here whining, stagnant, pouting around, like letting your emotions and this desire just lead you all over messy, okay? We gotta reel it in. They said, look, this ain't no volunteer work over here. We're not just waiting for any old body and just slopping things around, okay? So we need to control your sacral chakra energies in your day-to-day life so that you can live more in alignment with your destiny, your good fortunes, what your free will actually wants, as not just kind of taken over and controlled by just desire and emotions out of control, okay? All right, this card has kept peeking and it wasn't coming out, but now it is. Crayfish reverse. This is like the moon card in tarot. The crayfish is on there. 8 reverse, because see, this can mess with your finances when your emotions are too out of control. Protection, perseverance, vulnerability, and regeneration reverse. So they're also saying here, like, stop putting yourself in emotional situations that are damaging because you're like, oh, well, I could regenerate. I could fix this. I was just watching something about like crustaceans, and I think it was actually the lobster, and they were saying how like, yeah, they can regrow a limb, but actually I think they said it would take like to get to the full size like 7 years. And so it's like, if you're supposed to be having fortune, lucky number sevens and all of this, why why damage yourself? And then yes, you can regenerate, but it's going to take you another 7 years to heal. You're setting yourself on another cycle, you know, another lunar cycle. There's lunar cycles within year time frames and natal charts and stuff. It's a whole thing, but why do that? It's emotionally reckless. It's spiritually endangering. It can be physically damaging. So here your spirit crew is saying, like, your deity is like, well, we can't like continue to protect you from those things if you're willingly like hurting your own heart, and you're saying that it's, oh, I'm being vulnerable, I'm sensitive, I'm being romantic, I'm persevering. So it's saying you don't need to like crash your heart on the rocks about everything. And this could also be financial things. This isn't necessarily romantic here. There's definitely a big romanticism and a sensuality thing going on, but we also have here could be joining lost causes or false causes just to feel like you're giving back, but it's not having wisdom with how you're trying to affect the world and fight the revolution kind of thing. Yeah, just it's kind of misplaced devotion going on. Okay, so your deity is really warning about that. This is all affecting your finances, your practicality, your energy levels for your day-to-day life, your work, your career. And that's when I see Capricorn reversed here. It can be keeping you from your boss energy. It could be keeping you from being able to focus everything the way you want to. And this looks like Berkana reverse, like the abundance kind of Empress rune reversed here. So literally they're like, this should be on deck for you. Your Venus energy should be popping. They've already been talking about that. We want to heal this for you. We want all of these things. We don't want anything falling out of your basket. Like this goat is up here, Goat Mountain, trying to carry these bushels full of harvest and make it to the top. You know, the energy around you being more serious, focusing on material things, hardworking, being shrewd, and cautiously ambitious. So, you know, ambitious in a smart way, in a healthy way. What was this? Okay. Throw another card down. Ace of Hearts reversed. I've been in the game 10 years, okay? So yeah, they're saying you haven't put enough time in. Some of you should have had a lot more experience for what you want to do in your studies and in your career by now. But since your heart and your emotions have been so distracted elsewhere, again, your Venus energy has not been where it should be. Your wants and your desires have not been where they should be. Therefore, you're not putting the hours and time in to actually getting what you want. Therefore, you're not reaping that harvest right now to the level that you could be. I'm seeing BA, so maybe, I don't know, Baltimore or something, BA. I'm also seeing ABC here. So it's kind of like we got to go back to basics. Go back to the basics on this so that we can get you living a solid, healthy, good life, okay? Just my imagination by the Temptations. So look, the Temptations, that's another name for the Devil card, right? So this is like things keep tempting you, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go with that. You don't want to use your imagination in a negative way. So I talked about using your imagination, your daydreaming, as an actual connection to your higher self, your higher flow, to your sixth sense, right? The Queen of Cups upright, that's exactly what she does. Exactly what the Queen of Hearts upright does. Reversed here, I'm not going to reverse it back. We're going to leave it upright. Or let's climb out of this emotional fog and mess over here. But upright, we would be channeling and creating with our imagination. We would be full with our Ace of Hearts. Look at the Queen of Hearts and the Ace of Hearts were reversed. So here, upright, we're getting these things together. We're not betraying ourselves. We're not selling out. We're not doing all this weirdness, but we are respecting ourselves enough to invest in our day-to-day and enough to let our spiritual self be healed, focused, creating, giving us that law of attraction and empowering ourselves and giving us the correct information we need to make our moves, not just be satisfied like, oh, I think I have a possible future, so now let me just go sit in my feels and not do anything about it, because that just felt like a good ego stroke. But here, they've been giving you sevens, and sevens are about winning in tarot. They're about championship energy. That's the Chariot. right? That's the Seven of Wands. This is the Seven of Cups, where we start pulling our ideas out the clouds, okay? This is the Seven of Pentacles. Where's this harvest at? 'Cause I know I've been working. I know I've been working in these pentacles. So look, I'm looking right now, both eyes open. Where's my harvest? I know it's coming, right? Seven of Swords. We're getting out of what doesn't serve us. We're getting away from our difficulties. We're leaving them on pause, okay? And we're moving forward peacefully, making our decisions in a good way for ourselves, okay? So this is where your deity's trying to get you. Yeah, money problems drain love. They want, ooh, I just got chills. They're just on my ear. They're saying they want you to check how you talk about your relationship with money. Some of you feel like you cannot have money, like resources and the things that you need in life, right? Money is energy. It's your life force. What do? You work for it. That is your hours of your physical health, labor, your mental health, your skills, your talents that you literally exchange to the collective in order to have the right to exist on this planet, because that's the current system, the way they have it set up. So they're saying over here, they're giving me the think smart meme, and they dropped the Ace of Spades here. Think smart. Think smart. They want you to be a little cunning. They're taking me back to mentioning the Seven of Swords. Think very smartly, intelligently about how you are thinking about money. This association that you can't have love and good energy in your life and spiritual energy, and also appreciate your own energy and life force that is being weighed as, a particular value, okay? They want you to be able to focus on taking care of yourself and having success and stability in your day-to-day life. They're saying cleanse out this energy. Bring in fresh thought in this area of life, okay? So that you're not double-minded, and then that becomes the trickster that drains you here with Coyote reverse, with the Knight of Swords reverse, okay? They're also saying be patient. Everything soon will come to the light, and then you will be able to see things will be all right. Pass it on, okay? So you're going to be able to have an awareness. This is visibility. Some of you, there's something that's been hidden from you in your day-to-day life. There's been some kind of confusion. Yeah, here the eyes are covered with the Two of Swords, and you just you needed to get the angles right. You needed to get the lighting right on the situation so you could read it and see it, what was really going on. I kept picturing the Hierophant this whole time and seeing the Seven of Swords leaving the Hierophant to deal with their mess and escaping to freedom. And that's exactly what we have here, is you needing to escape from a Hierophant situation. So some of you have been trying to figure out, yes, how can I get my proper paperwork to leave this job, to leave this career, to get my media together. We have multimedia here, branching out and trying to experiment, and you feel like things have not been taking off the way they need to, or they've been scattered, or the feedback, there's been trolls, there's been some negativity, there's been some hindrance with legalities or something in the way, literally blockages and lower energy. And they're saying, that's why I told them, get your spiritual energy right. It's going to rejuvenate your physical body, and it's going to help you with this so that you're not tossing and turning anymore with your day-to-day affairs, with your business, with your pleasures, with this mix of what you want to do versus what you need to do to take care of yourself. You're not going to have your wants and desires over here being opposite your value of self and your ability to take care of yourself in the physical world, okay? A brilliant presence that shines from deep inside. Maybe all I need is the wild freedom of my gentle heart. And that is actually a deity, a goddess here. All right? There's some trickster energy around, but they're encouraging you to be the trickster of your own life. Tricksters teach us to look out for snares and traps. They teach us to pay attention to where there are loopholes, where we can rewrite our cosmic contracts, where we can be aware of the games and snares that others set for us, and remind us to go for our free will that we've been shirking, that we haven't been taking enough dynamic control of and acting on. So they have a lot of advice for your day-to-day life. They will continue to communicate with you. Somebody, this could be for one person, but they're saying somebody is going through physical or verbal abuse from others, or it's another 7. Do you guys see that card? It's another 7. It could also be that maybe you have enacted this behavior on others. They want this to stop. Whatever this is, they're saying we're done with this. we're done with this. I don't like this. So some of you have a deity who's known. They could be depicted having a sword, a blade, something of justice. They definitely come in and they protect those who have been harmed, bullied, abused, something of this nature. We have healing here. They're saying you are going to heal. You are going to have a healthy, beautiful life. We have number 24 here, which is a 6 as well. And they want a lot of safety and beauty. They see your beauty in you. They see you shining. They see your gifts shining on you, your aura shining. They see you in the collective. And so it was important for them to find a way to connect with you and give you these messages. I feel like as you play this back and look through the different things, you're going to see a lot of personal specific messages for yourself as well. So know that they're helping you to rectify things, to get into better contracts, options, and decision making. They're definitely trying to remove people who have been bullying you or taking advantage in some kind of way, and sharing a lot of love and healing for you. Okay, so thank you so much to your deity coming through. I felt your spirit crew as well as a whole, a collective here. And please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. I just saw 333. Bye. Hey, group number 2 over here for those who chose Sodalite. We're gonna go ahead and get into your messages. So we have potluck mix of cards. And this pile already, when I was like shuffling and sorting through, there was already deities coming through. This group, they were naming themselves a bit. There's deities from all over the world here talking. So we immediately have, I always say Obatala, but Obatala. Different tongues around the world, right? And the diaspora. This could be a deity associated with justice, associated with healing, with creation. There's the energy here also of, they could be associated with the color white, okay? And it just was like the whole message was already coming out. I was like, I can see where these cards are going. We have peppermint, new beginnings here, things going quickly. I also saw mint over here as well. It's right here, ready to be pulled out. So for some of you, there could be a deity that has to deal with mint. I do see the number 7 here, but we have 8. This card is number 8. Obatala's number is 8. We have a lot of cards of number 8 that wanted to jump out as well. So we got 8 right here, 8 of diamonds. We have a lot going on. So we have these messages here of having a deity. There's definitely a masculine deity here and then a feminine deity, so we'll talk about that. We have a deity that could be more solar, associated with brightness, with light, or again the color white. We also have kind of solar colors here as well. Very dynamic energy. This deity's traveled all over the place too. They have a far reach. It's like this energy of kind of saying, hey, let me show you who I am. I'm flexing a little bit. I'm standing out. I'm allowing people to see who I am and communicate with them. And I'm watching. I'm listening. Some of you get your ears ringing and you hear humming. You hear creation sounds. Again, this is creation, energy, and deity as well here, okay? You hear them regulate things and help make karmic decisions. They also like some abundance. It's talking about rings and Rolex and things like here. They are a little flashy here. There could be different things that people offer in these traditions. So if you work with different deities here, I think that here they would like some kind of offering or traditional things, okay? We also have the energy of Aphrodite coming through. So we can have a deity that is very Venusian in association as well. We have, a bit of a heartbreaker deity energy. We have 3 of spades. We have the star with the empress, so showing I am a goddess, okay? I am a goddess. I am to that level. So even if there were other traditional terms for this being, because I could see, Loa and Orisha and different spirit beings that would connect with this energy here, they are saying, we may have elevated, or again, we're known by different terms now, but we're on that level, God's goddess levels, okay? There's so many deities coming through, okay? We're also going to get, there's a psychopomp deity, there's like a death deity here as well. So this definitely, we have the Venusian deity, we have the symbol here of the swans, the heartbreaker energy. So this could be a deity that is known, the deity that's associated with love could also be known for being associated with heartache. So definitely it's giving me Izile Freda. So, or Zuli Freda, depending on how you say that, could be another one. So again, a deity who, yes, they have the keys to all beauty and love, much like Aphrodite or Venus, but they've also gone through pains. They've also had different moments. Their energy was already channeling, and it was really talking about, like, some of you are trying to shirk like starting a family and stuff now as a way of trying to preserve some kind of youthfulness, and they were like, you need to get rid of that like issue. You need to get, like, I lead you to family, I lead you to relationships, I lead you to fertility. Like, I've opened that gate for you. They don't like this kind of ageism associated with like you not being sexy anymore, your youth being over or something. If you decide to have children and a family, they're saying some of you it's like you're old. It's kind of the energy there. They're saying they're not with ageism, but they're like saying that energy like you're grown is the vibe. Like, you're grown. You need to start focusing on settling down and having a relationship and having your family and creating your family, and not just ignoring that as a way of like trying to be like, well, I want my figure to be good, or I don't want the responsibility of looking after my wife and kids, or whatever it is. They're saying like, you need to do this sacrifice because it's worth it, and it's time now for you to allow yourself to be close to people and like stop just playing games and breaking your own heart, because there's some negative association here with some kind of like body shaming or ageism or something. They're like, you know, I'm a whole goddess and I'm like, I have kids is their energy. So there's a strong sassiness here with this energy here of like, you know, make the necessary sacrifices. And yes, like love and family leave marks. They do. They take sacrifice. But this gate's been open for a while, and it's time that we start actively planning what we want in life, instead of running around like a rascal and pretending like, well, to be young, wild, and free, I'm never going to commit to anything or anyone, and I'm never going to build lasting connections. So that was a very strong message from them. We do still have the white animals here, and that's again so associated here with Obatala as well. So white is also a color associated with death, at least in certain traditions in the world, so our tradition. So there's this energy of healing, you guys having mediumship ability, connecting from the other side, but you basically had a lot of deities show up and be like, hey, we're connecting. So again, it's going to be in your traditions. If you know, if it's not your traditions to work with Orisha and Loa, it's going to be whoever in your traditions and pantheons would be, you know, having the similar energies, the similar spectrum, the similar maybe connections to the numbers and the colors, or the certain governance of life, things of that nature. Okay, but yes, we have this push here from the goddesses, okay, to like, let's go, tidal wave, trying to interrupt your day-to-day and get you having love and family going on. Okay, what is the race to the other side here? What is this? Because we have also death deities. I'm just getting like, I see you, I saw you. I saw you. Some of you, like, you must have went past, this may sound so creepy, but you must have went past like a cemetery recently. And this is a little bit creepy part, but because they're telling me I saw you. I saw you. Some of you, there's a deity who's associated with life, but is also associated with death. Like, there could be like Lilith. We have wise owl here. So there could be like a deity who is associated with beauty and sensuality and empowerment and stuff, but they're also associated with death and maybe even vengeance, or with ferrying the souls of the dead, guarding the gates of a cemetery, different energy like that. Again, there's a lot. I feel like your whole pantheon just really wants you to connect with them. Definitely here we get purple. So for Orisha could be Oya. There could be the energy of Kalima here. Yeah, definitely the other Urzuli here. Urzuli Danto, or Urzuli Dantor, however you say it. Urzuli Danto. There's a few different ways, of course, just different tongues we speak our deities in. So Yeah. But I feel like you guys, some of you had, I get this message often, where they talk, the spirit world likes to talk and comfort people who have lost a child a lot. And here they're saying that they're close with this child. They help this child. This child isn't in a low vibration. There's not harm or negativity on this child's spirit, because whatever happened, that they weren't born or they were crossed over early. Okay, so that's important for you to know. This deity sympathizes. So in their stories, you will hear also when they had grief or they had a loss. Okay, it's wisdom and foresight here. So they're already foreseeing better things for the spirit of this child. For some of you, this could have been someone in the family. I'm even getting like a great, like your grandparent's sibling. This could have been your grandparent's sibling that, you know, maybe it left a mark on the family because they passed when they were young or something. And so somehow that affected, whether seen and unseen, how your family was, even down to your generation. So there's something here about a child that was lost in the family, but they're looked after by this deity. This deity is received them and make sure that they get healing, that they're not stuck, so that they can continue to ascend and yeah, just be taken care of. Yeah, but they're saying, I saw you. I saw you. Road less traveled. Some of you had gotten lost or off a beaten path, obscured, off the main road. Yeah, you guys explored, and that's how it's like you went past the cemetery gates or past a burial place. We got the mushrooms here, and this death deity, the psychopomp, they saw you. I know, like chills, right? They have very good energy. And they recognize you as being to the land of the living. But look here, they're even a skeletal. But they recognize, oh, but you're in the land of the living. You will pass through. Like you will continue on in the land of the living. But I see you. And I'm aware of you. And there's this connection here. You guys could have offered a prayer for the dead. And they're saying, I received your prayer. Some of you, when you went by, you made some kind of spiritual sign. You did some kind of a blessing or some respect, like when you drove past the cemetery. Oh, there's a cemetery. You know, may they rest in peace. May their souls be taken care of. Something like this. And they're saying, I received it. It's like, hurrah. Like they're grateful that they see you as someone who has some level of mediumship ability. They're also giving me like pain. So some of you could work closely. Like when usually the only time you see like death deity psychopomps really drawn to someone is if you have directly interacted with death recently, or you know, had some loss that they want to speak about, or if you are a medium. So for some of you, it's on your head that you are a medium. You might sense when people when they have illnesses or something, and you know, pay attention to that. You could have medical intuition, they call it, where you pick up, they're showing me now, like someone has a shooting pain, and I'm feeling it right now as well. You sense things that when people need to take care of their health. So they're saying you shouldn't be afraid of your gift, to connect with those who help do death work, which is good work. They always tell me that, death deities, they're like, this is good work that we do. It's healing work. It's important work. But you have spiritual wisdom here, and you can help the living live longer if you utilize your gift and don't hide your messages. They're saying when we come and we give you messages that somebody needs to do XYZ for their vehicle or their physical self to live longer, like please pass those messages along to them. Seeing number 8 here, and I just saw 818. So we have this energy of the deity that connects with number 82 being like, hey, I'm still over here. Let's talk. Don't leave me out in the cold. Don't forget to communicate with me. We have this sharing time. So for some of you, the death deity is the one who, because we have number 13 here as well, they are the one who is connected to the color white for you. Again, that could be your ceremonial colors and your traditions. For some of you, you give coins, or even had a tradition in your culture of ferrying off your dead as well. They could have like put them in boats and you know, or done something on the water. And remembrance could be some people that were born in colder areas or something like this. So for some of you, it's the same being, you know, because we have, again, different kind of crossroads of energy of different deities. For some of you, you might be like, all of this is my same deity. They rule all of these different things. In my tradition, it's all the same deity that is speaking. So go ahead and take it as it resonates for your situation here. But they're saying now they're not being as sensitive. They're sharing some things to help increase your belief and your awareness and the quickness with which you can interpret spiritual messages here. Leopard is a very highly shamanic symbol, snow leopard. So it's like the snow leopard revealing themselves instead of hiding in the camouflage and kind of basically pouring their heart out in a way to them, what would be like that, sharing with you these messages, okay? They're very important, but they are saying make sure you connect to us properly. Make sure that there's coins everywhere. So I'm pretty sure that here there's some kind of tradition that you have with coins and paying respects with coins to these deities, okay? Ritual, yeah, proper ritual. Wow, they're still on the spiritual. I don't know if they're going to give us other messages. Proper ritual, they said. Point blank. Make sure. Holistic healing. Yep, holistic healing. I'm very drawn to the cave as well. We know snow leopards will go in the cave, so there could be that back in the day, maybe even now, there are certain sacred caves or things that were hewn out of stone, things like that that were spiritual centers for them. Even here, like the mausoleums and things were made out of stone. So they could be found in places where there's something kind of built for them. Even here, the this Empress Aphrodite card here, Venus card, love deity, is built upon a stone and has this like fancy gate entering, which can tie into both the cemetery or like a ceremonial kind of place as well. There is star connection here. Yeah, they're saying that Mecca. So this is the symbol of a place people will go to, a pilgrimage, big temples being built, spiritual centers being built. Definitely all of these deities that are mentioned are like, we've had places built for us where we can do ritual. And since ancient times, these are ancient beings. They're not new. They're not new beings, okay? Yeah, okay, going into love messages, they're saying self-love. They want you to focus on having self-love. Yeah, they're giving me the Three of Spades again. There's a lot of heartbreak that is here. Buddha, we have Buddha here in Kuan Yin. Broadening your horizons spiritually, academically, and on a long journey. So some of you, you will take this journey to go to your spiritual center. Again, we do have star energy acknowledged, but they're saying in the scheme of things, you having a strong spiritual presence, you being able to journey this world with love and respect to yourself and to sacred centers and sacred beings, and for you to increase your knowledge and your life experience. That is what heals your heart, and that is what is most important. You need to love yourself and see things more as healthy experience. They're saying here, don't just be part of the machine. This robot is gonna spray paint over this barcode and not just be like programmed by what someone else wants, or just like be sold cheaply by what the world tells them that they're worth. So they want you, and this is Two of Clubs, Two of Wands, like free will card. They want you to be very daring in how you love yourself, how you take care of yourself. This is a cat named Sage on this card that is on the threshold. We said crossroads. Queen of the Threshold. Wow. Some of you, this could be Hecate. I did see a key on this card. We're talking about crossroads. We're talking about deities connected with other deities. Hecate is known as crossroad deity. Can be connected to cemetery gates. Can be connected to protecting other deities that are known for love and beauty and things of that nature. Okay. Wow. This talks about going through new doors, tiptoeing into the future. moving forward. Don't turn back. Gargoyles are guarding the gateway. So gargoyles are, an old symbol too of protecting thresholds. Make sure to protect your threshold in your house. Protect your spiritual boundaries. They did give mint. They gave peppermint and regular mint. So you might use mint in your traditions or some kind of herbal work. Maybe you hang it on your door to dry. The groundwork is done. Use groundwork. They're saying you have blessings in the earth. Ninth house is about spiritual education. We have incense and different things. Use your spiritual tools, candles here. Yeah, to say goodbye to things that held you back. Wow. Make your life fresh and new opportunities. You have threshold here. Presenting themselves all the time. I am ready to embrace it with two hands and welcome all new beginnings and journeys. You have the Knight of Wands in the ninth house. Literally a big journey. And they said, we see you as having more journeys in the physical world here to experience. Sorry, I have it a little higher here to show off our beautiful Orisha Oshun. Look, we got this little one. And then through a series of events, she was like, the big one will do as well. And kind of created a situation where now we have a bigger Oshun statue up here as well. 9 of Hearts, 9 of Cups here with just be yourself. So you have a wish fulfillment coming from these deities. There's a happy birthday for those of you who are having a birthday. They're showing coming out of negative energy. Again, we have this energy of balance. We had that with the Justice card with Obatala. All right. Number 7. Some of you have number 7 still from your deity. Again, we have an 8. We have some 3s and 6s, harmony numbers, relationship numbers as well. We have a couple 9s. We have a lot of different deities here. But it's saying you are a great person. Enjoy being yourself. Allow yourself to have blessings. Come out of fear and stagnation and stress. Allow the spiritual forces to get you into balance. They have many things to say to you. There's scrolls. They're saying there's writings about us. There's teachings about us. Look at the open door with the threshold right there. I feel like they're kind of ending this session a bit, and they're saying, that is enough research and information right now that we have for you. But there will be much more that we will communicate to you about your day-to-day life and different things. But we are helping you to break through fears. We are helping you to see us here in your virtual reality that you're in from our spectrum. In comparison, we want you to be able to see things in a healthy way and able to navigate things with our help so that you can be in a good balance. Yeah, for sure. And continue. They keep saying this is your spiritual education. So remember that. And that way it can help you not take things too harshly, but it can also help you take things with respect and responsibility. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those of you who chose Rose Quartz, let's go ahead and get your messages from your deities. We'll start off with spiritual messages. We have a mix of potluck cards, tarot and oracle, and some index cards with channel messages. And we'll go ahead and get into that, okay? So we'll start with spiritual, then love, then real world kind of concerns, but sometimes they might take it in a different direction, and we'll just let your deities channel, okay? So first down we have bindweed. This is a devil card, the card of being stuck, obligated, negative habits. There could be negative magic or karmic forces that are here, some kind of, tough things to talk about or experience here, feeling very, very stuck here. But blue is a sacred color. Even singing the blues, right, is a magical force, a way to transmute energy, a way to communicate how we're feeling, and it echoes the color that, you see deities and gods painted in. This could be a deity who is known to be represented as blue. So that could be a highly significant color for you guys. There could be the association with, I was gonna say cravens, rose or oh my gosh, rose and cravens. Well, rose can be, I think rose can be a term used with deer and also with fish and different sea creatures. But anyways, I was trying to say ravens and crows, so also them. Yeah, this could be a deity that is known to be able to create blockages or remove them. All right, and they want to talk about the blockages that you're in. We have a snake here. can be obviously associated with a snake or be a snake. The serpent, a sly and subtle approach is needed. So they're saying there's things that have really tripped you up and ensnared you. We have Judgment card here. Yeah, Judgment card. Some of you are not sure of your spiritual path now, and you're in between different spiritual beliefs. This is like more a traditional, like what an actual kind of angelic being looks like. They're not just like floating around looking like humans. They were known to be kind of scary chimeras with a lot of eyes looking all directions and have all different kinds of forms. So some of you are still confused as to what are negative energies and what are divine beings, and still very focused on trying to make divine beings kind of in your own image or within, you know, the painting as, you know, Da Vinci or whoever painted them or something like this. So you could be a bit overwhelmed or scared with your sight if spiritual beings were to show you how they look, even though how they look is not determining their negativity or anything like that. So there's something about this where they're saying that the spirits who are good and that try to aid you, and those who may be renowned or touted as being positive but are not, they're reversed somehow for you. Okay. Yeah, we have just as a tree without roots is dead, a people without history or cultural roots also becomes a dead people. So they could say that maybe they have been dead to you in a way because you are away from the knowledge of your people to know how to connect with them. It's possible that they have been kind of painted out of history in your world, or you know, within your kind of your life and your reference. Maybe you're really seeking, how do I connect with them? How do I get an understanding? We have New Jersey here. Some of you, there's something like maybe you have like Italian beliefs or something, you know how Italy like kind of took over a lot of, like Greek and Roman kind of took over a lot of other people's deities and like painted them in their own image, or just got rid of them completely. Or so there could be something like this. And if you are also Italian, you might still have kind of the modern religions, more modern religions within the past few thousand years that have like absconded with you some of your more original deities and things of that nature. So there's something here. Okay, we have palms here, so maybe this deity is associated with a place where there are palm trees, something with palm trees. Palm can be very sacred. Actually, palm oil is a spiritual thing, an offering in you know, for a lot of our African traditions, African traditional religions and stuff. So there could be something very sacred about palm oil, anything with palms or the things that come from palm trees. This could also be talking about the palms of your hands. We have hands here. So maybe this is a deity that is associated with divination, which a lot of people villainize. You know, palmistry, something of this nature. Maybe you have some kind of mark on your hand that would be, if you knew your cultural mysteries, would signify you as being connected to this deity. Okay, we do have the energies of Saturn, Pluto, and Mercury, so they could be deities that fall under those archetypes. Pluto tends to rule the underworld and threshold energies. We touched on that in the last group. Mercury tends to be messengers, a little bit of trickster energy, playful energies, a little bit ambiguous in gender identity, and usually having kind of a little bit more access to kind of flit around to the different realms of the gods in most pantheons. Can also be the gatekeeper deities. And Saturnine deities tend to be the ones who handle a lot of karma and a lot of kind of the boss daddy kind of jobs. All right, so you have deities that connect with this. Yeah, we have Ireland here. So we have this where they're saying some of you come from like some kind of history like UK or Europe, and they're saying that you don't remember. We've had an inception happen. You don't remember your original deities. You don't even know them, maybe. This also reminds me of St. Patrick's Day, right? The whole metaphor of like driving out the snakes. We have Dublin here. We just had St. Patrick's Day. I'm filming this in March. But that is basically a nice way to say we genocided all the witches and the people who knew the original like tribal